What's up guys and welcome. You are watching Fazi Fitness. So let's start this video with Samson and him doing France Pro just 2 weeks prior to this year's Miss Olympia. So it was really exciting in a sense that we got to see this new version of Samson before he steps on the biggest bodybuilding stage. But his attendance at this show made it very predictable because the man is just head and shoulders above the competition here. So this initial call out with Samson in the middle, that just goes to show us that there are different levels to this sport. And Samson is the best of the best. Now it is extremely hard to analyze the conditioning, especially based on this streaming quality. Now the man is looking absolutely massive, and he isn't doing the front double biceps like he did at last year's Miss Olympia. And I am pretty sure that they just did not try to do anything special in terms of the peak week protocol. I'm sure he just had a few high carb meals, and that's pretty much it, because he cannot mess things up for the Olympia prep. But still he has more than enough to win this show, and that too quite handedly, by quite some margin. So I was really curious to see how Samson's conditioning looks, especially from the back. But again, since everyone looks so washed out, especially on that stream, that is really hard to judge. However, his back definitely looks a lot bigger. And now that the individual posing of Samson is also out, the first thing all of you guys will notice is that his quads are looking a tiny bit smaller compared to how they normally are. But he definitely has more detail and more separation in them. But still, it is safe to say that he is a lot better than what we saw at this year's Arnold Ohio. And they have already beaten Milos Sarcev in terms of conditioning. And another very noticeable thing is that his waist is looking smaller than ever. It's looking extremely tight, and he was extremely conscious about his midsection control. And that is something that was missing at this year's Arnold. So the question right now is that, can Samson win the Olympia title based on this package, based on this look? I'm gonna say no way. And that is why doing this show, that was so important. Because he will get that valuable feedback from the judges on how hard he needs to push for the final 2 weeks. And in my opinion, this should be considered a 2 weeks out update from Samson And we just saw at this year's Arnold UK that he can change so much in just 1 week. So he will for sure be a lot better for this upcoming Miss Olympia. So will Samson lose some spots in all of these Olympia predictions in these next 2 weeks? Well, I guess he will, because social media is just so damn brutal. Even though everyone knows that these guys probably did not utilize everything possible and everything in their belts to show up at 100% at this show. Because the thing is, they just knew that him showing up at even less than 90%, that would still be enough to win this show. Another thing that I do want to point out here is that Samson decided to implement vacuum in that abs and thigh shot. So all the top 3 from last year's Miss Olympia, they will be doing vacuum on the stage. Now let's talk about the top 4. Samson Mohamed Nassour, Theo Laguerriere, and Andrea Presti. So interesting fact, all 4 of these guys, they are Olympians, and 3 of them are multiple times Olympians. And Theo is also gonna be on that Olympia stage in 2 weeks time. Now I have to say he looked totally off, especially in that picture of top 4. But when you look at that HD footage of his individual posing, he is 100% in a superb condition. But I just want to point out that the live stream can sometimes be so deceiving. So Andrea Presti looks great as always, and Mohamed Nassour is also in a great condition. So I really do not know what to break down here. Samson is just way too superior in all of the aspects. I mean, the size difference between him and all the other top 3, that is just so damn massive. And that is why the show was over before it even started. I mean, just take a look at that side shots of Samson. Although Andrea Presti have superb side chest, that is such a solid pose for him. But damn, Samson is just lights out. Now absolutely no disrespect to all of the other competitors here, but Samson made them look like they belong in a different class. He is obviously gonna win this show, and that too with perfect score. But that being said, I have to say he needs to get tighter for this upcoming Miss Olympia. And that was actually the whole point of doing this show. First of all, he gets to have an easy payday, his Olympia qualification for 2025, and more important than that, some valuable feedback on what to do for these next 2 weeks. So do let me know what you guys think about this look of Samson and also hit the thumbs up button if you liked the video, and smash the subscribe button if you wanna come back for more. Thanks for watching.